everybody. Welcome to our Wake Up Charlotte to Go, the after show. We are talking about some of the top stories this morning. And one thing that a lot of people are talking about is a big announcement from Harris Teeter. So, Ruby, you were talking about this morning. What's the latest here?
Yeah, so as of yesterday, they announced that they are now changing hours. They're cutting off 2 hours on the back end. It's now going to be open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. It used to close at 11, but they're shaving 2 hours off. And as of right now, that's until further notice. It's going into effect tomorrow, so Wednesday, September 15th. So if you're going to get groceries or planning your groceries tomorrow, just know that you will not be able to get in there past 9 o'clock. So on the statement that we received from Harris Teeter, if you go on their website right now, there's a red bar at the top and it says, hey, this is going into effect immediately. And it doesn't specify why on the statement. It just says that it wants to make sure that it's taking actions to keep shoppers and employees safe and healthy, and they will continue to monitor the situation closely. Well, on social media, we did find some different tweets, and it looks like some people are saying it's because of staffing shortages. We can say back in April of 2020, Harris Teeter did give out bonuses to employees and staff members just because of their hard work during the quarantine period and during the pandemic. They were essential workers, so they were working day in and day out, making sure people had groceries to put on their tables. But as of right now, there is no timeline on when things are going to ramp back up. But tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., that is going to be the new time frame for people to shop at Harris Teeter. Also on social media, we did see another store closing early, and that is Publix, specifically in the Matthews area at the McKee Farm Publix. It will now be closing instead of at 10 o'clock, it will be closing at 9 p.m. So we saw that notice on the front of that building. So I would just suggest for people going to different stores to make sure that's something they're being aware about, just looking at the front of the building to see if there are any changes within hours. But as of right now, we know Harris Teeter for sure will be adjusting their hours starting tomorrow.
So let us know, have you noticed some stores in your neighborhood and your community closing earlier than usual because what they say is COVID? I know over the weekend I went to a furniture store, it closed super early. And I assume that was the reason. In so many cases right now, we think we are moving on. We think that we're getting back to normal, but you still have the real life consequences and side effects from, a year and a half of a pandemic and staffing shortages, as Ruby alluded to. So let us know if you're seeing any stores in your area change their hours or change their protocol or anything like that because of the pandemic.
Boy, things have changed. I remember when you could shop at Harris Teeter 24 hours a day.
Right? Wow, really?
Yeah, back when I used to work nights many years ago, that's I would shop like at 3 in the morning. It was great. There's nobody there. It was completely stocked. Yeah, things have definitely changed. Nowadays, having this shift, and I enjoy grocery shopping. I shop, early afternoon, so that's perfect for anybody who has this schedule.
Right. Yeah. So let us know, when do you go grocery shopping? Will this affect you? I know a lot of people watching, we're on all different kinds of schedules. I'm with you, Larry. We go in the morning or the afternoon. Chris, what about you?
Yeah, usually, anytime I have the strength to go, because sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want to go to the grocery store.
Never go when you're hungry.
Oh,
Never go.
I do that all the time. That's why I like the free samples at the deli. By the way, shout out to Shannon for that. But I have been noticing, especially from the meat department, because I love my sandwiches, that Boar's Head for the past month has had a problem with the factory. So that was been a big shortage that Harris Teeter have. That's starting to come back for all you deli lovers.
I will say what will not change with Harris Teeter on Mondays and Thursdays from 6 to 8. They do allow seniors to only shop during that time frame, so that will not be changing. It's just the hours on the back end.
I wonder if this is. I know we think this is related to the pandemic, but I also wonder if we ever go back from this, go back to 24-hour Harris Teeter. I remember the Cotswold one back in the day used to be 24 hours, and I wonder if we ever go back to that because also once we're beyond the pandemic, our shopping habits have changed, and so many people are getting things online or having things delivered that can a store justify being up at feedback is coming from.
I didn't hear it.
And maybe it's you.
No.
I'm not sure what it is. But I do wonder if stores will ever go back because people are shopping differently. They're getting things delivered to their homes. And the days of Larry Sprinkle going to the Harris Teeter at 2 a.m., maybe there's just not a need for that anymore.
No, I agree. I don't think we're ever going to go back. And I used to love grocery shopping at that point. It's just the pandemic. One thing that's happened is the world has changed. Menus are most likely going to be you do the code and they're on your phones. People just realize, hey, this worked, and that's the way it's going to be. I don't even know if Chick-fil-A is ever going to allow you to go in the building because they're so efficient outside with those lines.
They are so efficient. We can all take notes from Chick-fil-A.
You know what's going to happen if we fast forward the time machine 10 years from now? They're going to say, hey, we're open 24 hours. It's innovative. You can shop 24 hours a day. It'll be cyclical. It'll come back around at some point. I think,
and it will be delivered by drone.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah,
everything
Hey,
will
baby,
be new again.
you're right. As long as there's a grocery store to shop, it's fine because it's the only kind of shopping I really enjoy.
Amen.
I'm going to go right now. See you guys.
Bye, Larry.
Bye.
And we'll go ahead and wrap it up with us for us this morning. We hope you join us on our midday newscast. That's at 11:30. We'll see you back here tomorrow as well. Have a great day.
Larry, pick me up some pistachios.